Tatsavitur varenia Vargodeva sayanti mai Dio yona abbraccio Deia Bormua Suas Tatsavitur
All right. Sorry about that. I would have been on like 2 minutes earlier, but the dogs were needed back in the house. They started barking, and I'm like, oh yeah, the dogs are outside. So, so that's what we were doing. Let's get into the game here. Just gonna go into best server and hope that does us well. Let's turn off our office picture. There we go. And we're good to go. Outstanding. Let's get some tunes going here. And jump right off into the fun. How we all doing this morning? I had a midnight shift to work tonight, so an hour and 15 minutes. This is as long as this stream is going to be. I streamed in the morning from like 7, 8, 9, 10, a 4-hour stream in the morning. So I got to sleep like 2 or 3 hours later than normal. So I traded away some sleep so that I could be here right now. I was like, oh, if I stream in the morning, I don't have time to do it at night. But what if I stream in the morning and in the night and just don't sleep? But it's fun. Hey, everybody over there at YouTube and Twitch and on X. Welcome, welcome. Of course, everybody here at our home base in Rumble. We appreciate all you guys being here as well. Obviously, Rumble rules. Rumble Takeover, everybody. Hashtag Rumble Takeover. Looks like Alex is streaming. Alex Zedra is streaming over here on Rumble right now. Nice, outstanding, good job, Alex. Keep being awesome, being an awesome daughter of God, Alex.
This Gap?
She's a hoot.
This Gap.
Oh, there's only 144 people. She just got online then. She just started.
Oh, I just used my... Whoa.
She played silly games. She does like Call of Duty stuff. Like that's what she's known for.
Oh my God!
She's been playing a lot of silly games with her friends and stuff, and it's hilarious.
Find the entrance to the prison? Dude, this is terrifying. Look
She's
at all this
scary
pile
game
of
stuff.
toys.
That is kind of creepy. All right, fair. All right, so she's having fun, but that's nice. We have her over here on Rumble. We got Dr. Dementia over here on Rumble. Tim, what's his name? Tom, the kid that wears the beanie all the time. He's kind of like just a pothead, but he's a libertarian to the point where it's just like I had to turn him off. I'm like, dude,
Hello.
Just say you have no morals. Hey, Drawing. Hey, it's Drawing with Edge, everybody. Woohoo! Hey, go check out his website, peoples. He does some cool drawing stuff. Pretty good. You'll learn some things. I think if anybody that has a desire to learn art watches other artists, they're always going to pick something up. Like, oh, I'm going to try that, see how that works for me. What's the Tim kid? The Timcast. The Timcast, the podcast. That Tim Pool, that's who I was talking about. He's over here on Rumble now. Of course, we got all the big names like Tucker Carlson and Bongino and all the big names too. All right, so
Don't have a website, just Rumble, but that's a good idea.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Heck yeah. Well, that's what I meant by website. I'm sorry. I should be more clear.
Need a DeviantArt too.
Yeah, see, this is his stuff here. If you click on his name, it'll bring you to his site there. You can check all of his cool stuff. No, I just realized I didn't brush my teeth. I was in such a rush. I took care of the dishes, made some coffee, I cooked a pound of bacon for bringing to work tonight because I've been having baked potatoes. It's like I get on these weird things where if you only eat one thing, you start lose weight. Like if it's all meat, you'll lose weight. If it's all potatoes,
Thank you.
you'll lose weight. It's weird. Hey, you betcha, bud. Alright, that's paused. I'm not sure why that all paused. Whoa. That's our gilded. Oh, I started, about a year ago, I did a whole bunch, like 30 pounds of tallow. Beef tallow, beef fat. And then got and so I use that for cooking now instead of butter well, I use butter too. Or if I want a beef flavor, I'm gonna cook up something, I'll just use beef tallow in the cast iron pan and bam. But today I was like, you know what? I'm not throwing out the bacon grease. I'm gonna start using, if I want a bacon flavor in what I'm cooking. If I'm gonna make some eggs on the grill, I'll just put a little bit of a teaspoon onto the grill, let that melt, and then now I didn't need butter. Got a bacon flavor in my eggs, or scrambled eggs, so anyway, so I started doing that. I got that cooling on the, it'll like turn into like a white, it'll cool off and turn into a white. Now the beef tallow turns hard because I keep it in the fridge. I'll put this in the fridge too, and it'll turn hard. It's almost like can you imagine like
beef, for sure.
Yeah. All right, you know what I'm talking about then. I don't know if I've ever heard of anybody doing it with the bacon grease, but I'm like, you know what? Why not? I mean, what's the worst gonna happen? Give myself food poisoning? I'll put it in the fridge. It'll be fine. I need to go back to the way Grandma used to cook, you know?
I have.
Yeah. Spaceport. That's where we're going. What you been up to today, Drunk? I've been sleeping all day, so... And everybody hears enough about what I do. I want to know what you do. Heard of it, that's it.
Heard of it, that is.
Yeah. Oh, heard of it, right. Yip, 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 yip. Telephone, telephone. Yip, 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 yip. Gotta put on the Babe blocker. This music has a hot chick in it. To make sure we don't wander our brains down that road too far. All right, we dropped off our hull A here last night, or this morning, I guess.
I was editing my videos together.
Ah,
I might do some drawing soon.
I think you should, like today, or like in the next few days, or a week, or late today. Oh, you don't live stream it. You record them and then you put the edited video up, you know, so you can make a nice finished product. It's not like live streaming it. Today. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Today.
I might do some drawing today. Okay, cool. And then you record it and then you make it into a video and then you post the video. Okay. All right. Let's get our ship and head home. Why am I looking at that panel? Nobody knows. You should look at this panel. Okay, let's look at this panel.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Alright. Let's grab the hull A.
Your vehicle, please visit us again.
I like this little ship quite a bit. Why is that not working? There we go. Oh, people on X are just chit-chatting away. What's going on over here? Whoops. What did I just do? Oh, no. I undocked the tab and it messed it all up. Notifications. Oh, thank you. Citizen Cast. Thank you. And Hoggleism. Hoggleism. I don't know that person. Who's this person? Dave Spears. I know it's Spears, don't I? I know a Melissa Spears. But that was her name in high school. So I don't know what her name is now. She was super cool. I took her to a Valentine's date with the church youth group. She was a sweetheart. Anyway, distracted, get back over here. Tell the word, squirrel! Alright. Oh, neat. It kept it in the extended version. Well, that's fine. That's fine. When it does that, though, the panels really are there. They're just not graphically loading in visually, but they really are. If you start to close it, it pops it and shows it, and then it starts closing it. But they really are extended in the physical world here. They're just, you're not seeing it. It's a desync of reality. I'll show you here what I'm talking about. Alright. Turn on some engine power.
Hello. How can this help?
Let's set our route
Systems on.
up to the surface, up to the, there we go, up there. Alright, let's do an external, there we go, an external view. Now watch the side, those side panels in the middle. I'm gonna come up, then I'm gonna push the button for retraction, and then, whoop, see, they were there the whole time. Once I pushed the button that said retract, and then it went, oh yeah, we're supposed to be showing you that we're retracting, not, and they were outward. And then pull in the gear. I do like that. That is so cool. I had the whole C, but it became a ship that you couldn't use.
Shields off.
Because you couldn't use it because there was so many bugs trying to get the loading system. Was the ship first came out, I had it. I was like, I'm buying that, and then I ended up getting rid of it because it wasn't functioning and it wasn't a useful ship. It was a very like a lot of US dollars, but I couldn't use it. So I'm like, well, this is worthless. So I melted it, and then it became other ships and whatever. I haven't gone back to using it, but it has that same spindle idea that this ship has, where the middle opens up and these big arms come out and you can load lots of stuff. Okay, I was gonna do something. I'll do it when we're in quantum, I think. There's a vehicle up here. What's that? All right. Calibrating.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Okay. Now what was I gonna do? I was gonna, oh, I checked my email. I made several thumbnails. I'll just bring it over here onto this window so you can see what I'm doing. No, I don't want to show you my email. Never mind. I was gonna show you my all the new thumbnails I made, but I'll just download them, put them on the hard drive or the SSD here. I burn through emails thumbnails so fast when live streaming because I live stream so much. All right, that. All these emails came in and I gotta. Oh, cool! Looks like my email, my coffee mug review on Amazon was approved. Let me delete all these emails, and then here we go. Star Citizen thumbnails. Alright, download. I made 9 of them, it looks like. So you'll get to see those in the days to come. And then I can delete that email. And then I have my new fleet. I need to download that picture. And then go to File Explorer. Downloads. The new fleet picture, where is that? Is that it right there? That's it right there. Yep. And then let's save as backdrop. There we go. We'll close that. Alright, now I'm going to bring my email up on this computer as well, because I need that my fleet as my backdrop. Alright, there's email. Proton Mail, what's that say? You have a new login. Yeah, I know, I logged into 2 computers. Don't worry. Fleet. Download. And then here, downloads, make backdrop or background, set as background. Here we go. Here's my new
Proton
my fleet
is where
now.
it's at.
Yeah, Proton is definitely. That's my new fleet now. Oh no, it's not. This is old because I melted the Corsair. This is wrong. Dang it. This is wrong. Well, I'm gonna delete that anyway. I made it not here at home and then emailed it to myself. Yeah, that's wrong. Because this is now a hull A and a fortune. So this is no longer my fleet. It changes all the time, right? All right, that's all right.
Quantum travel complete.
Ah, cool. My thanks. Your latest customer review is live on Amazon. You hear that? My review is live on Amazon. Let's go check it out. It's about my merch store. I did a, whoa, let go of that. Alt tab. There we go. I did it so that there would be a picture that you guys could see when you want to order merch. So now if you go to, I made a review on the coffee mug once. Now if you go down to the reviews, my review should be there. And it shows you, there it is right there. Nice. So now my pictures of my cup are in the Del Noran cup, are in Amazon. So when people go to get stuff from the merch store, which is this, they can see that the hoodies, this. As I buy things, I want to take pictures of them and write. Oh, that's interesting. They have, that's interesting. That's a little, I didn't realize that. They changed it to be, instead of just that now it shows my mug. What? That's cool. So I can remove, wait, is it the same? Oh, it's different prices. That's the old ones up there. What about this one? This is the one I ordered. Is it the same thing? I think it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same one. Order the lower one. I'm gonna delete that top one because the top one is more expensive. Just get well, this one though has the pictures showing. Oh, what? See, it's a dilemma. It's much better marketing if you can have the picture of your actual mug that you're trying to get people to get. No, it just removes the confusion. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful it is coming into this location. Take a look to the port. Take a look to the starboard. Take a look straight up. Oh, not so funny up there. Oh, slow down there, Bertha. Raise the shields.
Shield on.
Should I try no coupled landing? All right, let's slow down. All right, here's a no coupled landing. All right, stop. You decouple, off, landing gear down. No, that's lights. All right, is my landing gear down? Yes. And then you turn around. This is you don't try this at home if you're a new pilot. Even if you're like an experienced pilot, might not want to do this. No hands landing. Ah! Ow! Why is that? I have something beeping in my kitchen. Whoa, coupled. I have to go figure out what's beeping. There's something in my house that's beeping. All right, I'll be right back. There's something's going in my house. I don't know what it is. Alexa, turn off the alarm. Oh yeah, when I went to bed after streaming this morning, I set an 8 p.m. alarm. I was like, I am so tired. I'm not even gonna stream tonight. I'm just gonna sleep. But I woke up with visions of Star Citizens dancing in my head, and I woke up anyway. But that was the alarm in the bedroom, going nuts on me. All right. So that's what's called a decoupled landing. It's a technique that it's not really smart to do. You can blow yourself up readily. As you saw, I still ended up clipping the front of my front of my landing gear. Oh, I need to. Anyway, whoops. Let me close this. Move over to there. Those are the coffee mugs. So this one shows the actual picture though, I kind of want to keep that. It's much more of a better than this one down here that doesn't show. I'm just gonna delete that one then. Maybe I double check that, make sure that it's coming up with the labels all preset. Yeah, it is. All right, cool. We're just gonna go with that then. Nice, perfect. I got the hat coming, but it's getting mailed here. This one right here. I'm so excited for this one. Oh, but you have to, anyway. You have to go into the custom view to see. There it is, right there. See it? Got the Delnorn symbol on it. It's all ready to go. You just buy, put your address in, and then you're off you go. I don't get any money for any of that stuff. It's just a straight Amazon wish list, but you just send it to yourself, not to me. So it's just a straight Amazon purchase. There's no cut or promotion, or there's no fancy merch store type thing. I wanted to do the cool merch stores, but they're $40 a month. And then you set it all up like you do normally, but it's cool. It looks like a store, like a real website, but you have to pay $40 a month. I'm like, but then you get percentages and you can actually make money. But I'm like, 40 bucks a month.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Maybe at some point, if I've got crap loads of money I don't know what to do with, that's not a big deal. It'd be like, oh, okay, no, sure.
Your vehicle has been moved
But
to our storage facility.
I'm like, damn, man, 40 bucks. 40 bucks is 40 bucks.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
$2.2? Yeah, 2.2 million. It's about where I was yesterday, and then I made some contracts for the guys.
To the ASOP
I spent my money.
retrieval system. Your vehicle has been. Please visit us again.
Feels much more grandiose if you keep your center of view up this way, right? Like, whoa, look how big this you get the feeling. It's just a visual thing instead of looking like this, like center, like a first-person shooter. You always want your center of your screen to be about where the people level is, so you can boom get on target and shoot them. But if you want cinematic, keep it up. It looks cool. Oh, I have a box on the outside. Alright. That's fine. We'll just go with it.
Wicked sick.
I'm gonna save up and get another camera. So I used to have a camera and it would show the joysticks, your thrusters, your joysticks, foot pedals, you're all like how you're flying, everything. And it was really cool, but it was these Razor cameras that keep crapping out. So I'm redoing them with the Elgato Facecam Mark IIs, which are never giving me an issue whatsoever. But I have to wait because they're 150 bucks each, so you have to save and save and save and then get one. And save and save and save and then get one. But I'm still working on improving the channel. You come up with an idea, and sometimes it's like I spent 300 bucks on those cameras, and it's like you hate walking away from a bad mistake, but sometimes it's stupid to stay with the bad mistake. You're like, no, I've got to cut these out, and then slowly get back to a better decision based on what you learned. Don't buy Razor cameras. How you like that, Razor? I asked you for sponsorship. You just ignored me. So I called you out. Of course, I asked you for sponsorship when the cameras were working, when I first got them. Not after they dumped on them and like crapped out. So I couldn't actually accept them as a sponsor now because I don't believe in them. Dark. Don't run into any asteroids while you're blinded here, Delnorin. How dark it is. Jeez. Did I just have oh, I thought I just had a box fall off the side. Like, what the heck? Oh, I took a little damage. That's just... Maybe not. I'm not sure. I thought I saw some sparks kind of come out of my engines. I was thinking maybe I damaged myself a little bit when I landed with the decoupled landing. I probably did a little bit. Whoa, there's a boulder right there. You're passing. There's another one close by on the starboard. Right here. Gotta keep a keen eye out when you're going through an asteroid field. This is for sure. And we're making money. Oh, looks like my computer did a Windows update. It wants me to reboot. I will do that after the stream. When I'm getting ready for work, it can do that. Just hold your horses there, Mr. Microsoft. Coffee. Downloading games. Arrgh! Plays Star Citizen. That's right, I'm talking a boot. My goodness, you are such a weirdo. You're such a nerd, Delnor, if you only knew. I'm more of a nerd than you realize. I should do this. I've got the nerd glasses. Never even thought about that. I should put some medical tape or electrical tape like in between. That'd be hilarious. And just wear it. Just go to work like that and see if anybody notices. Yay! How you doing, again. Rowdy Rodney? He's one of our org guys. Super talented guy. Also. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I woke up and did a couple things. Wrapped up some stuff with the second job. It was I done so much yesterday that I was able to, I didn't let anything build up. I was like, okay, cool. So now I'm back to being all caught up. Unless something surprising comes up, it doesn't take very much time each day to get what I need done. I mean, my paychecks are small. It's not like a second full-time job. It's just a small job. I mean, like quite small. But it's a little extra, and that's what I get to keep Rumble going. I get rants once in a while, subscribers once in a while, a tiny, tiny bit of ad revenue from bringing in viewers, but they've cut that by about 50 times slower than what they used to pay. Used to be I get 1,000 views and I get like $10 or $5. No, $10, something like that. 7, 8, $10. Now, if I get 1,000 views, I get 22 cents. So go from, imagine this is your hourly rate. You were getting $8 an hour, and now you're getting 28 cents an hour. That's how Rumble cut the income for content creators based on views. So I'm like, like whatever. You like all the sale, or the wind got taken out of your sails. You're like, okay, well, this, what I thought was going to be a cool thing is just going to be hanging out with friends, because this obviously, unless you've got titties or a huge like political name, or you know what I mean, and you got to have 100,000 people in your chat. The Rumble isn't about you. Why the hell am I moving? This is getting bigger and bigger. I think the thing is drifting towards me. My speed is 0. There we go. Alright, stop moving. That was weird. Am I decoupled or something? Let me turn this off. No, I'm coupled. Not sure why I was moving around. I was like, this thing is moving in front of me. And it was me, I think, drifting towards it, or it drifting towards me. I'm not sure. So anyway, yeah, Rumble, unless you've already got a big name, you're not making money here. Before you used to, when they didn't have the big names here, and they wanted all of us little guys to be like, make content, work. They'd pay you, and then they got some big names, and they're like, okay, we don't need you anymore. I mean, you just look at the dollars. I mean, a person will say something, right? Oh, we're about free speech and opportunity and the creator. Look at what they spend their money on. You can say, hey, I'm all about Jesus, but you don't tithe. Then you look at where your money is. You know what I mean? You can talk all you want to talk, but look at your bank account, and we know what's important to you. It's not the small creators here on Rumble. They're blowing smoke up your anus. So your motivation for streaming here better not be making money. It better be hanging out, having fun, being silly, you know, hanging with your org guys, meeting new friends. It's just something you like doing anyway. It's back to just common hobby now. So I make as much money doing this as I do putting puzzles together at the dining room table. You just got to get it in your head. And if money comes in, then it's a surprising, whoa! But don't get used to that, because it is completely not about that anymore for the small creators. All right, I think I've talk that conversation to death. I swear I'm still moving somehow. So Rodney, when you asked me earlier today about why do you stream, you know, is it for the money or that it was kind of a loaded question, because I'm like, okay, because I'm still working through the why am I doing this right now, because things have went to from zero money to, okay, now I'm actually making some money. I'm making like $200 a month to making $2 a month, and so the timing of you asking me that question was at they just took all the money away, and so now I'm like, well, now it's not about making money at all because there is no money. I mean, like, there used to be a time where I could do one of these campaign one of these commercials, right? And I would read the commercial and I would get like $55. Now I get 55 cents. So it's stupid.
Nothing wrong with the
with-
hobby if you're having fun doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
It sucks if your hobby becomes work.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't though. It was the hobby became somebody paying me to do my hobby. And I was like, that is cool. So I was psyched. You know, it's like every waking moment was like, I can't believe I'm getting paid to do this. This is awesome. And so I'm making things better and I want to even make it, just dive into it even heavier. But it was always like a hobby in my head, like a fun, like this is great. What a joy to do this and hang out with my people in my chat and just play a game. And it's just like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. But then, yeah, then the money went away, and then it's hard to get back to putting your brain to, okay, why? I don't know. If you never would have had it, you wouldn't have missed it. But when they started paying you and you started seeing like, oh, well, maybe I don't need to do that second job anymore. I can just do streaming and then the full-time job for the city. I don't need to do this second job. And then I could do this, and then we could use that money, and maybe we could do something for the house or do something. You know, I save up all year, and then we'd have enough for paying part of the new air conditioner. Or, you know, you start thinking about what you could do if you just worked hard and saved the money. But then all of a sudden that money was just gone. It's like, oh, God. But yeah, why'd you even like hold that in front of me and offer me some? You're like a drug dealer. Maybe it'll go back because it dried up about 5-6 months ago. They completely changed it from being like, oh cool, look at that, I made $3 today because I had the whatever, and then over the whole month that's $90. I'm like, that's cool, but now it's $3 for the whole month instead of $90 for the whole month. So you have to yank that dreaming and hope out of your head because the rules have changed. And now they've got this partner program that they're coming, and maybe that's what their idea was. They're like, we need to free up funds and stop being so generous with our content creators because we have this longer term vision of running this program, and we need the funding, and we need to make the monetary kind of plan and basis and foundation for this. for this plan that we got going ahead, and we can't fund that and keep this pay scale that we've been paying our creators for views and stuff. So let's downgrade them. We'll just like kick them in the balls for like 6 months until they're no longer used to it. And then when we come out with our program, our creator program, they're going to be so desperate to have any money in, they'll just do whatever we say. They'll use our horrible Rumble Studio. They'll lower the resolution to crappy 1080p. They'll do this premium. They'll do all this stuff because we're dangle the money in front of them again. They've had it before, so they'll do it. They'll do what we want now. But we can't just keep giving them money and then do a Rumble program, a partner program, and expect them to want to join the program if they're making any money. So we got to make sure they're making no money without us. The only way the creators are gonna make money is if they join our creator program. So we need to negotiate from a power of strength. So we need to cut this money out from them, and then say it's like the federal government. The only way you're gonna get your money back now is if you do what we say, and you join our program and get with the program. So I'm pretty sure that's why I went from $8 for 1,000 views to 8 cents for 1,000 views. It's because they were preparing us for negotiating from a power of strength. They took away all the money and said, now if you want any of it, you have to do the program. I mean, it makes sense from a business standpoint. It just sucks that you're being manipulated. While they're like, oh yeah, we're all about the creators, we're all about the creating opportunity. No, you're being a business, and you're being a corporation. And you need to stay a business and stay a corporation. I understand that, but don't grab all that campfire smoke in a big plastic bag and shove it up my anus and tell me it's for me. No, you're making money. You're a big corporation, just like all the other ones, and you're getting the most you possibly can out of your employees or your content creators, and you're manipulating them to get them to do what you want them to. You're just a normal company. You're a normal corporate thing. Just say you are. Just don't go, oh, we're all about free speech, and we're all. Your glossy little poster looks nice, and I agree with it. But you're also about making a lot of money at the expense of manipulating your content creators to do exactly what you want. Just be honest. I mean, I've got you figured out, and I'm still here for it. I mean, just be honest with the people. I didn't run away when I figured out how you were manipulating us all. And other people may. Well, they're probably just weak little pussies. They should go anyway. They're little whiners, right? I'm a little whiner. Why not? I whine about things that are wrong, and I whine about bullshit. So I make sure people understand. If you don't call it out, then it just continues on forever. But I'm also a pig-headed, hard-working bastard that's gonna work frickin' harder than anybody else. So even if he's getting taken advantage of, he's still gonna show up to work and bust his ass. Because what else is he gonna do? Oh, I had a dream that my wife died. It wasn't like the moment that she died, but it was like the day after she died, and I was like somewhere, and I'm like, oh, I need to call my mom to let her know that my wife died. And I was like, this is weird. I'm like, this is going to be a very emotional, horrible phone call, and then I ended up waking up. I was like, what the heck was that dream about? I mean, you know, you've had the panic type dreams where you see your daughter like fall in a river and start drowning, and then you running to save her and you get stuck in the mud at the edge of the river and you can't get out to save her. You know, you have those panic dreams, right? This wasn't like that. It was like she was already dead. Like the dream started after that. And I was like, that's weird. Which I was kind of thankful for, because those panic ones will set you off for like 2 days. You can't get it out of your head. Those panic dreams. And you're like, it's not real, it's not real. And you're like, I know it's not real, but it was real then in my brain. It was so real. Oh, I need to turn on the AC. I'm like, what's going on here? What am I got 89 degrees Celsius on my cores of my computer. CPU. AC is on now. Is this still good down here? Yep, looks good. Ooh, that feels good. I want to leave that. Look at the AC coming on me. Oh, that might be too windy. Can you guys hear that AC in the microphone though? I'll put that cardboard back blocking it. If you do hear it. Hey, Octavia! Hey, dude, I get to see you at work tonight! The buddies get to hang out again! They can't keep us apart! Woohoo! I'm in my fortune! A little, but not too much.
A little,
okay.
but not too much.
Alright, I don't want any. I want it to be perfect for my buddies. There we go.
Hello, yeah.
Hello, yeah. I like how you put the O on it to make it like family friendly. I like that. Good, classy dude. I like you. Actually, if you guys don't, oh no, I won't go there.
Hells.
There you. Oh, you can just put different, like random letters. Hella yeah, like an A too. I was gonna spill some beans about your real life, and make a plea out there to the community but I was like, nope, that's his personal stuff. I'm not gonna bring that up on the stream. I have to remember to keep. I do that with my stuff, but I can't share other people's personal stuff. That's a line you don't cross. You just do your own personal stuff. Tell me about what you wanted to say later.
Tell me about what you wanted to say later.
Yeah. Hey, you know I'm not gonna remember, right? Well, go to premium.
Go to premium first.
Oh yeah, that's right. They zing. He pulls up the zinger. Now we're going to premium. Click, and then I'll tell you about it, and then I can click back. There, all you guys that paid the extra $10 heard Octavia's personal information that I was sharing about his life. That'd be messed up, right? Jeez.
Or message me.
Oh yeah.
LOL.
I'll message you in Gilded here. Just a sec. Whoops, why did I do that? Where are you? Obadiah, Emiko, Xrathi, Cold Hammer. Where are you? You're not Bentley Hill. No, that's Speenstra. I don't know that I've ever messaged you individually. Alright, let me go back here. I'll start a message. And where are you at? Where's Octavia? Here you are, Octavia. And then message. Alright, I'm sending you a private message. There we go. That's what I was, I typed to you what I was talking about. Why does it keep doing that? Why? All right, where are the other pieces? There were more pieces. Aha! Where are you? You must have missed her. This might be one we already did. Oh, no, looks good. Got the little dark colored band on it. If you're typing back, oh, you did type back. Damn it, why did I do that? I started a conversation on something that I can't have like multiple open windows. Oh, he says I can talk about that if I want to. Confirm with me in chat that it's okay to bring that up. Say it's okay, and then I can talk about it. And I won't get all like weirded about it. I'll just be like, you know, like public service announcement. You never know. Some of these guys that are about my age, it's fine. All right, guys. Octavia works with me at the drinking water plant. He's got a very good job, very stable job. It doesn't pay awesome because it's a city job. City jobs are known for stability and for good benefits for your family. Now the benefits for your family, those have gone down a lot since Obama. You still have the benefits. They're about half as good as they used to be, and you're paying about 4 times more than you used to. But that's so that the drug addict down the street that just plays Xbox all day and rapes girls in the middle of the night, so he can get his free money from the government. So, of course, we all want to support that. So anyway, I'm saying he's got a good job. He's got benefits. He's a Christian man. And he's single. He needs a woman, a nice Christian woman, not some left-winger, anti-gun, doesn't love God. Rule number 1, she needs to love God. More than him. He needs a Christian woman. He's not getting any younger. He's here in Arizona. So if you live nearby, he's not going to move to Pennsylvania. There's been other girls, and he says, I'm not leaving Arizona. So it needs to be a girl here, preferably on the east side of the valley. If you're from Arizona, you know what that means. East side of the valley, Christian woman. I'd say, what do you say there, Octavia? 25 to 30 years old, 24 to 32 years old. Christian women looking for a husband. Let us know if you know somebody. East side of the valley, Arizona, Christian woman, 24 to 32 years of age. Yeah, exactly.
Sounds good to me.
Heck yeah. But number 1, Christian woman. None of this, hey, we're going to make a really bad decision and marry somebody that's not a Christian. No matter how hot you are. Who cares how hot you are? Boom, that's going to go away. You're going to put on 50 pounds. Who cares? The Christian woman part, that's the stuff that lasts. That's right, dancing raccoon that. Yes.
That is number 1 for sure.
Yeah, he's only going to get married once. You're going to get married, and you're going to be married for life. He's going to treat you like God wants him to treat you. He's got his priorities set. It's going to be God, then you, then him. So it's going to last, and you're going to be married for until one of you die. Preferably not by smothering the other with the pillow. But that's what I'm saying, though. We need a woman that's got that mindset. You're not gonna find her at a bar. You're not gonna find her at a pool hall.
LMAO.
You're not gonna find her at whatever. You're gonna find her at church, right? So if you're her, we can have you guys meet up. We can even double date. I can bring my wife, so it's all like super safe kind of a thing, you know? Yeah.
Works for me.
See, he's not an ass. He's like totally flexible. He's like, yep, straight up. He's a simple guy. He's a normal guy. He's not a complicated, messing around, whoring, piece of crap, abusive loser. He's just a straight up, boom, this is what you get. It's super easy. He's not looking to complicate life. Just looking for a wife. Somebody to share the rest of his life with. And have babies. Although if you can't have babies, don't say you, I mean, like my wife, we had one and then we couldn't have anymore. So it's not like a deal breaker. But if you want to kill all your babies, then no, you're not the one. All right, where's the pieces? I was pretty sure there was more. What was that? Already done. See, it's all stripped off already. All right, let's look for a new field. Oh, here's one. Oh, there might be a couple. We might have got these two already, though. I don't know. Oh, that one looks good. That one looks good. No. It looks kind of shiny. Yeah. Oh, well, it looks like we got part of it, but we forgot to do the other half. Yeah, we did this side, but forgot to do the other half. Well, I'm glad we came back. Anyway, that's my pitch for Octavia. Getting a wife. Let's make something like pretty amazing happen. Like, you know what? I was just sitting watching this guy play a space game, and he mentioned that he had a friend that he worked with. And I don't know, there was just something in the back of my head said, contact him. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. So I did. It was like God was talking to me. And we've been married for 30 years since. We got 5 kids. One of them, our son's a welder. He's making good. He's got his own family going. Our oldest daughter is a homemaker. She's taking care of her husband, works at Intel, and she's raising their 3 kids. You can have this beautiful story about your life because you heard about it on Del Norin. How to meet this guy that goes by a pretend name Octavia. Could be a cool little story. Oh my goodness, I have to log off in 10 minutes. Hey, Rodney. What was that? Oh, I think I bumped my foot. Oh,
What's up?
How's my buddy doing? Do you think I can find him a wife?
Well, you certainly are trying.
I certainly given it the old college try.
If it doesn't happen, it ain't your fault.
Right, okay, there we go. I'm feeling better about it already. that friend thing happened because I bumped the button with my foot. There's a middle button that I use to push to talk into comms. The right-hand button changes my voice to the radio voice, but the left-hand button, the right-hand button, it pops up the friend thing. I forgot about that. I had programmed that so that when a new friend followed, I just reach over and tap it with my foot. I wouldn't have to like stop dog fighting or anything. Well, we better get back to the station if I want to get to work. There was another one over here. Somewhere there was another big piece, but I think we already did it. There it is. Yeah, it looks scalped. Oh, maybe not. Oh my goodness. Well, we might be late to work, guys. That's a lot of money right there. The other thing I was thinking about for the premiere stuff is actually doing the online role playing, where you've got the guys, everybody's got a little window, you're rolling dice, and I'm GMing a scene, and you know, it's like Firefly kind of the thing, playing our Firefly game, like you're actually playing your character, and we got missions, and there's intrigue, and then it'll be like, all right, in 2 weeks we're gonna do that again for another couple hours or something. But you know, it'd be kind of like left open-ended because we wouldn't know like when can we all actually be online at the same time again. But you only need to be 5 hours a month, so I think that you can get a role-playing group together for 5 hours a month.
Yeah, you could probably do that. Get to 5 hours in one sitting, something like that, right?
Yeah, right. Just the first one, making your characters. And you're like, okay, and then you're like going back and forth, you're sharing screens on your thing, going, okay, what's this skill? And then you read it off to them, you're like, oh yeah, I want that skill. I'm gonna spend two of my skill points on that. And just making characters will be 5 hours. And then you're finding pictures, you're like, all right, this is what I want my character to look like. And do I want dual hand weapons? Well, if I do, then I need the ambidextrous skill. All right, but then now I'm out of skill points. Well, you can take, you know, negative qualities, like you could be insomniac or narcolepsy, and that'll give you an extra 15 points so you can spend up, you make your whole character, it's kind of fun. But yeah, it does suck up hours.
Oh, that's all you need in order to satisfy their,
right.
What is it, 5 hours a month or something?
Yeah, exactly. And it's something I wanted to do, I wanted to try because I just love. It's like the ultimate hanging out with your buddies stuff. You get to find out a lot about a person by how they play their role-playing characters. Are they always selfish? Do they always want to get to the loot first? Do they keep secrets? Are they making secret little notes to the GM where they're just trying to screw over the other players? Are they team players? Do they sacrifice and give up their own like goals to help the other team members out? You find all that stuff out in role-playing. I mean, granted, you could play like a loser thief, and then you're just being in character. But after so much time, all of your characters are loser thieves. You start to question: wait a minute, why do you always play the backstabbing loser that like screws everybody over?
You mean that it kind of reflects your character, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. And then you'll get the guy that always wants to play the paladin or wants to play the healer. I mean, it really, like, you basically also, your very first character you make with a group, it's usually what you like the most. You know what I mean? If you're an assassin, you like the entry or whatever, but it doesn't mean you're an assassin, but it reveals a lot about you, the kind of characters you enjoy playing when you get the choice of playing whatever you want.
The role-playing stuff, is that like similar to what was it called, Dungeons and Dragons or something like that?
Yeah. You got dice and you got rules, and you got like, this is my strength stat. This is how strong I am from a scale of 0 or 1 to 20. 20 being like the strongest, like almost supernatural angel strength kind of a thing. And then 1 is you need help getting out of bed because you don't have enough strength. And then you got your dexterity, how nimble and quick and whatever are you. That's the same stat from 1 to 20. And then you got so many points to spend. All right, do I want my character to be super smart or super wise, but really slow and really weak? Does he get sick all the time? So you work on these base attributes, and then from there that gets skills. So many points that you can spend your skills on. So you end up with a character that's either strong or weak, smart or just dumber than a rock. Is he really nimble, or is he in a wheelchair? I mean, you get the scale of one extreme to the other. And then what's he good at? Is he good at picking locks? Is he good at repairing robots? I mean, what kind of game setting are you in? And then the GM or the game master, or in Dungeons and Dragons they call it the dungeon master. He sets the setting. So you've got 3 or 4 characters, right? And you're setting you come in and you're like, okay, I've got a mechanic that fixes spaceships. I've got a rich girl whose parents have been assassinated because her dad was a senator and he was going to blow the lid on this corruption, and he was killed, and they tried to kill the daughter too. And so she's on the escape. Then you've got this person and that. All right, so you got like 3 or 4 people sitting around the table. Each one has their character, and it's the game master's job just to create in their mind the world they're in, and then let them do whatever they want to do. So I'd be like, all right, y'all find yourself in the middle of this desert. There's an old scrapyard of broken down spaceships and tanks and military vehicles off in the distance. And you're in this tavern in the middle of the desert. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and it seems to be the busiest time of the community, as if the community sleeps during the heat of the day and they come out at night. But you've all, for your own reasons, found your way here. The rich girl, your spaceship crashed, and you've made a deal with the local people to take on these side jobs to get money to repair your ship. You, the mechanic, you live out here. So you pull in each of the characters as to why they're there, and then they can like, okay, and then like, this is the setting. This is a low ceilinged place. You got the smell of like sweat from the desert people sweating all the time and really cheap beer. You just lay out the setting until they can feel like, I can see where I'm at. Okay, you can even draw it out on a piece of paper. This is the size. This is where the exits are, depending on how detailed they want to get. And then you say, okay, now before you decide anything, roll me your perceptions. And then they roll the dice. They look at their sheet. How perceptive is my character? Do they make the roll? Do they roll the dice and they give them a number that means that they succeeded and they saw, or they perceived it? Or did they fail it and they don't even recognize what just happened? All right, those of you that made this roll, this is what you see. You see a little old lady with a walker coming out of the back room, and you lay out a scene of something happening, and then they can decide if they're going to act or not. What do you want to do? And now it's the character's turn. Now it's the player's turn. This says, I want to go help her, the paladin type guy, you know. I want to go help her. She looks like she's having a hard time. The one's like, well, while the people are distracted, I'm going to walk over behind that one guy that looked like he had a bunch of money and try to steal his credit stick out of his pocket. And another, you know, so you're all rolling these skills, and one guy's rolling his social skills to like help the lady. One little person's rolling their pickpocketing skill, and then things go crazy. Oh, you just got caught because they failed their pickpocketing skill. You just got seen pickpocketing this guy, and his bodyguard's coming up to you. What do you want to do? And the one guy's like, well, you were helping the old lady.
That sounds like it could be a lot of fun.
It ends up being the tavern owner's mom, who is now taken. You've gained some respect with the tavern owner. He might even start giving you discounts on drinks and stuff here, because he looks like he really thought you stepped up. He was really appreciative of that. But you're now noticing this guy over here was pickpocketing somebody, it appears, and his bodyguard's coming down. And you see, you lay these scenes out, and this chaos starts happening, and the characters are deciding what they want their character to do. So it's an ever-evolving, moving movie set where the players are the heroes or the villains of the movie, and you're, as the GM or the DM, you're just moderating the rule book. You're just like, okay, the rules say that you can do that, but because it's dark, it's gonna be a little easier to pickpocket because of the distraction of the lady coming out and almost falling on her with her walker. That's going to help you do the pickpocket too, because they're distracted. And then, all right, so now roll your pickpocketing skill with these bonuses or these negatives. So the GM is just running the rule book and making judgment calls, so that when it's time for you to roll your dice to do whatever you want, you now have a number that you have to roll. And if you don't make it, you failed it. How bad did you fail it? Was it a fumble? Did you catastrophically
Don't forget
mess something
to come
up?
to work tonight.
Yeah, I do need to. This is the time I'm supposed to log off. But anyway, that's what the role playing is just a guy leading the story, and the people in the story, the characters, they can do whatever they want to do. The GM or the DM just says, okay, that should be a pretty simple thing to do. Just roll this, and then it's an easy number to roll on a D20, but it's kind of random. So if you roll the dice and the dice just hate you, then you're like, well, you should have been able to open up the car door. But when you do, because your dice roll was so bad, you broke the handle off on the car door, and you're standing there with the car door handle in your hand. What do you want to do now? You're like, well, the bad guys are coming. I got to get out of here. I'm sorry, you broke the car door. So there's a lot of random that comes into the experience as well, that as the storyteller, you're like, well, it should have been super easy, but he rolled a 1 on his dice, and that is like an automatic failure. So I'm sorry, but now I have to come up with a story to make sense why you can't open up a car door. Anyway, that's role playing.
So it's kind of like playing Star Citizen without the video screen.
Yes, 100%. Everything you're seeing is just imagination in your brain. I mean, you'll draw pictures on a piece of paper, or you'll have a grid on like a piece of paper or a mat with little 1-inch squares. And you can put figurines on it. You can draw with a white erase or a black board erase marker thing, a dry eraser board. I mean, you could do figurines with battle scenes, whatever you want. But or you can just sit back, eat popcorn, and drink a beer and tell stories and just have it all in your head. And you're like, okay, all right, now I'm a little bit confused. Can you draw this part out so I understand where we're at in this combat, where I'm at? Can I see this? And a lot of times in combat, that's when you start breaking out the drawings, because then you're like, okay, this guy's character might get shot. I need to explain where the walls are, where there might be some cover where he can get behind, some concealment where he might get out of sight, but the general social type role playing, there's no graphics, there's no drawing, there's just talking, and as long as you can explain things well and they're paying attention and just not on their phone the whole time, that's become something that's become an issue in society. Role playing is like, put your freaking phone away, we're having a role playing session here.
Caution, front collision.
But so yeah, Anyway, oh my! I have to remove all these boxes before I can go to work, because this ship is it's been stealing all my boxes. Oh man, this sucks. I had to work hard. All right, that was a lot of talking. Sorry. It can be a little awkward when you got a jet. See you in a bit, Del. Yeah, he's heading to work. All right, see you in a bit, Octavia. See you at work. But if like say if you've had a speech class in high school or college or something, that first speech where you're up in front of everybody and you're like, and it just that awkward, like strange feeling. Your very first speech, it can feel that way when you're role playing the first time. You're like, I don't understand. I gotta what? And you feel really weird, like I'm pretending to be this other person, and then you're like, oh well, my character wants to do this. I mean, that's as easy as it is. Later on, you can be like throwing in the strange accent of your dwarf fighter and speaking all like, hey, I want to throw my warhammer at the, and being all silly. As you get comfortable, you be all a little goofier and more relaxed. But at the first, it's really weird because you're like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. What do you mean? Do I roll my dice now? Yeah, that's totally normal. Just ask questions and be normal, and then the more you get used to it, then you're like, okay, this is just guys hanging out, having fun, and being silly. I get it now. It's not as serious as I thought it was.
I don't know. I think we lost the ability to use our imaginations. I think that's part of our problem right now.
Yeah. That's why I really like it. The more I roleplay, the more I want to draw.
I mean, look at Hollywood. Paint. All they do is make reruns and remakes of like second, third, fourth. They don't come up with anything new anymore.
Yep. Yeah, and even role-playing can be that way, because you'll be like, oh, you'll want to naturally, because it's no effort, copy the like the missions or the storyline of this cool space movie that you saw. And it's like, no, don't do that. You're just being like Hollywood. You can get creative. And my buddy up in Alaska that I go and see, when he's the GM or the game master, he had us play an entire year. We all had these level 1 characters, and we were playing Rollmaster, which is a game like based off Tolkien's Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and stuff. And we played we got a ranger, we got a druid, we got a fighter, and we're all like, medieval times, right? And then like Lord of the Rings. And so what happens is we play the entire year of the school year, like 9 months. At the very end of it, it turns out that their very first encounter that we did as level 1 characters, we were in this little field, and there's this strange like mist and this strange like these vines that came out and grabbed us, and they injected us with this venom type stuff, and they started like dissolving and like eating us. And so the entire year was actually a hallucination and a dream. And so we wake up a little while and later, and somebody's like rescuing us and cutting the vines off us and like nursing us back to health. And it turns out the entire year worth of role playing our sophomore year of college was all just a dream. That's how he's just brilliant on just totally screwing with you. Stuff you don't see in Hollywood, it's like, hey, guess what? Season 1 and season 2 of this series was just a dream. in Hollywood that you would get, you know, an entire, like, people would be like, no, I can't trust it. They'd be all mad and like rioting. You know, if they, kind of like Lost, it gets to the end and you're like, oh, this was all just a really retarded kind of afterlife thing. And then you make everybody mad. But as a game master, being unique and you being non-predictable, but being totally understandable, like logical, but being able to come up with a story that is believable. He's so good at it. Hey, Rowdy. Hey, Rowdy.
Yeah.
You don't have a single daughter between 24 and 32 years of age as a Christian, do you?
No. I have no
right.
kids.
Okay, roger. It's gonna be my daily thing. I mean, like, day 17 of finding Octavia a wife. We'll get like one of the fundraiser thermometers on the sides, and on the top will like be wedding bells and how many days will it take?
He'll probably find her whenever when he quits looking.
Yes, yes. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I seem to notice that like about everything. When it's not me working for it, it's just a God thing. And then it's like, oh my goodness, I should have like just basically stopped trying so hard and just said, okay, God, it's you. I'm not even gonna try anymore. I'm just gonna spend my time doing the things that that I know you want me to do, and then you just have whatever it is that you want to happen in my life. I'm just along for the ride. And then all of a sudden things is like, not all of a sudden, but surprise, unexpectedly, boom, something will happen. And you're like, whoa, I never would have planned that. Yeah, because God had been working on that behind the scenes the whole time, and you just kept doing stupid stuff to mess it up. Once you stopped trying to get in his way, then boom, there you go. Mission complete.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how things work out.
It is weird. It is totally weird. All right, got that all put away. My wife's getting home right now. She's going to be like, what are you doing on? You need to get to work. There's the dog barking because he realizes the wife's home.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle, please visit us again.
Dog's ratting you out.
I know, right? Yeah, yeah, that's it. He's on the computer. He's on it. Get him. Get him. All right, heading to the lobby, and then I will log out of the game and say goodbye to everybody. I'm going to get out of comms here now, buddy. I'll see you later, okay?
All right, you take care.
All right, everybody, let's stop the music here. All right, there we go. I've got to get to work now. I went about 10 minutes over than I planned on doing it, but you saw what we were doing whenever we had the ship that you have to unload. I had not taken that into consideration, but we are going to take off now and go to work. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. God loves you. And God bless America. Go America.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the